later.
Hello.
Hola.
I think we're live. I'm going to do some social stuff and share us out there to the world. Okay. If anyone can tell us how our audio sounds this week, we did not listen to the one viewer that said it was low last week or last episode, so I'm going to tweak it.
And he was right.
He was. For once.
And we told him he was wrong.
Thanks, Dave.
Nope. What are the producers saying?
They don't know what they're saying.
Oh. YouTube's working.
If I had better cell phone service in our shed.
Yeah. We're just going to be testing the audio here. Testing. We're making adjustments.
We're pretty much good. I can make adjustments on the fly. That's why we have a soundboard.
Okay. Well, how many viewers do we have? 1.7?
Dose right now on the Facebooks.
Yeah, there we go. Initializing chat on there.
If you're watching, say something in the chat.
Yeah. Say anything.
I don't even think our producers are watching right now.
No, we're flying blind. So, welcome to the Why2k podcast with Blake and Joe. And this is episode 2. If you were blessed enough to listen to our first episode,
graced by our voices,
then congratulations. If you haven't listened to the first episode, go ahead and check that out.
Shame on you.
Shame. Ring the bell. Okay. Game of Thrones, everyone. So, anyways, if you want to follow us socially, I am several things. At Why2k Official, at Blake Allen Hutch, and at Wanna Go Fast. But this is pretty much for Why2k, and Joe's at Joe Alonzo, and many other things.
If you want to find us for the Why2k stuff, just head over to y2k.net.
Just head over to that.
Links to all the stuff. Yeah,
but mainly at Why2k Official has, pretty much the most things you're looking for on Instagram. And on YouTube, we are y2k.tv. So, hold on, we have a producer.
We have from the producer.
Pizza delivery from producer.
What?
Oh.
Plates.
What?
Oh. Fan?
Loves you.
Dog plates.
Oh, wait, hold on.
We can't eat on camera.
What do we get? Ooh, pan, pepperoni, and banana pepper.
Crap. Okay, bye.
Does anyone else's producers bring them pizza?
This episode is brought to you by a pizza place that will go unnamed since we don't have an official endorsement from anyone, and you cannot look at the label of my adult beverage.
Yeah. I'm sponsored by DC.
Don't say
I'm just kidding. Where am I DC hoodie? Anyway, so this podcast, we're going to talk about why the 92 Diablo runs but is not driving, and among other things, I'm sure. And then we're also going to go and bring a trailer, Joe and I's favorite internet hangout cafe.
If it works, hopefully.
If it works. And browse some Y2K vehicles and just kind of give you our personal opinions on what cars currently on Bring a Trailer we like. Okay?
Also, if you want to interact a little bit more, give us a sub over at Y2K TV on Twitch. That's probably the best platform to watch us on as far as fidelity, and catch us after the fact on iTunes, Spotify, and all other podcast platforms.
Literally every podcast platform.
Literally.
Yeah. Joe did a good job.
I do what I can.
My main request is iTunes, and he over-delivered on that.
This is why I'm the El Presidente of media operations.
Before we get started, I would like to say that we have officially made it to Half a Shed Productions.
We're literally in a shed right now, and it's 40 degrees in Florida.
Which is, it is 40 degrees.
Also, excuse the shadows on our faces. We're experimenting.
Yes, we are experimenting with Target lamps and an LED light. We are going to have a nice backdrop behind us here.
Hello, Larlar.
Hello, Larlar. We're going to have a Y2K backdrop here. It's going to be really dope. So, but it's cold.
Wait a minute. Do you know what happened today in 1955?
No.
On November 12th, 1955.
Wait, Marty McFly?
Lightning struck the clock tower.
Struck the clock tower. Yes.
At 10:04 p.m.
Yes. That's amazing.
Here we are.
In 1955. What was the town called? I can't remember.
Something California.
Small. So, so we don't have heat and it's cold.
It's freezing.
I've got a beanie on if you're watching, which is great. And Joe's got a shirt I bought him.
I've got a runny nose and a hoodie.
So, as we always, I would like to go ahead and get started with what did Joe do this week?
Let's see. Work has continued on Rad Bar, our barcade.
Yeah.
I dug a hole.
Okay.
I busted up some concrete.
Okay.
Installed a floor drain.
Okay.
Got some more arcade machines working.
Yep.
Sold games at my game store.
Yep.
And went to my office job.
What's up, Elliot?
Hill Valley. That's it.
Hill Valley. There we go.
Yeah, fantastic.
Nothing else you can think of that you've done?
My life isn't very exciting right now. It's
You went to your normal job?
I did go to my normal job.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, barcade's coming along. Should be open in the next couple weeks.
Okay.
Hopefully. We'll have a Y2K soft opening.
What I did we've been gone for like a week and a half.
Blake absconded to no man's land in a tiny trailer.
I went and stayed in basically a shed smaller than this in Georgia.
It's 38 degrees outside.
I wanted to take the Delica, but it has a little bit of a leak in the transfer case.
Oh, whatever.
Which is probably normal. But I didn't want to risk getting all the way up there and being stranded because I've already been stranded in 190's car before, and we were close to home. And it sucked then. So I didn't want to be stuck on the side of the road with 2 dogs and a wife that are mad at me.
At least you could sleep in the Delica. You can't sleep in a Diablo.
We took the Y2K kind of approved X5M, which is a 2012, but the body style started in 07. So had a good time. Disconnected for 2 days. Put my cell phone in a cell phone lockbox as recommended by the Tiny Cabin.
Stupid.
And the whole time I was very kind of hard to relax because my Diablo was told that it probably had a blown head gasket, which is going to kind of segue into what I've really done this week. And part of the title of the podcast. And I've been talking to Joe and like 3 other mechanics all across the country, including my own. So we replaced, the water pump shaft broke. And then the belt fell off. It overheated, but not a lot. It got to like 240, which isn't like horrible. It was only for a couple seconds because I do watch my gauges.
Do you?
I do. And so, the car's been down for a couple months. It got a new remanned water pump. It got a new alternator, new AC compressor, and a new thermostat, and new spark plugs.
All things that really need to be done before winter.
Correct. So, anyways, we started the car. Tony called me and said it was done, which it definitely seemed to be done. I drove it to Cars and Coffee. It was fine.
Okay.
I started to hear a weird noise behind my head that sounded like a tea kettle. And I was like, I thought we had fixed something with the rear axle because something was rubbing, like a little shield over the boot. And I was like, that's probably what it is. Don't care. And then the car started to overheat. And I was like, oh, crap. I think the belt probably just fell off and the water pump shaft broke again. But then I was like, maybe it's an air bubble. So we pull off in Calhoun Park, which is a beautiful park on Crab Island. People don't know about it in Destin. And proceeded to wait for Tony. He got there, and he showed me how to clear the bubble while idling. I got it down, and then I was like, sweet, it's done. And then I proceeded to stop every minute on the way home, which is about a 3-mile drive.
It's a very short drive.
And got every, Paul, Dick, and Harry asking me if I'm okay or just telling me the car's awesome, which I like that, but not when I'm broken down and have an angry, not really an angry wife, but my wife in the car.
I offered to come push it, but he said no.
Yeah, we were too far away.
You were not too far away. We could have pushed it. Car's light.
So from that point forward, we have been bleeding it, and we keep getting air and more air. And we've checked literally everything except for the water pump actually flowing. And we did the head gasket test twice yesterday morning, and it passed it with flying colors. So we're getting ready we found the hose that runs to the heater core itself. We're going to pull that off and start the car and see if the coolant flows out. And if it doesn't, then we know what the problem is. If it does, we're going to bypass the heater core. And, maybe that'll fix it. If not, then we're kind of SOL, and it's going to be expensive if it really is a head gasket.
It is not the head gasket.
If it really is.
It's not the head gasket.
It's got more air in it than a hot air balloon. I mean, it's really, really bad. So, it even splashed coolant all over Tony while he was doing the head gasket test. It was great. So,
hey, what's up, John?
Hey, John.
I would have loved to have seen that. Not that I want Tony to get injured, but just his reaction. I don't know why.
Layla's yelling at me to shut it off. I was like, why? But it does sound incredible.
Like, are we talking minor difference incredible?
No. It
Because
sounds... no.
the Diablo did finally get straight pipes.
It did. And it's like the most amazing... Oh, Kelsey's on here.
Meow.
Hashtag Schneider Sisters.
Meow, meow, meow. John Lamont says vacuum bleed the coolant.
We have vacuum blooded. We've done everything.
John, please come down here and we'll show you the madness.
So, yeah. What were we talking about?
Straight pipes.
Straight
sound.
pipes. The crackles under D-cell sound like an AK-47. When you accelerate, you can hear it in the car behind you with the windows and everything up like 300 yards away. Like it sounds like you're in my car. That's how loud it is. It's amazing.
Now, would you say it's too loud?
No, absolutely not. Because in the car, it's not that loud. All the sound is like
behind you.
Yeah.
Perfect.
It's great. Joe still hasn't heard it.
I don't want to.
You need to. LED underglow has been purchased, but I haven't went to install that because I'm not sure how poor I'm going to be after this repair service is done.
We'll put the LED on it and we'll just push it around. We'll park it in Rad Bar with the LEDs on it, and we'll put a donation bucket on it.
Correct. Yeah. So,
Hey, Gasket Fund.
trials and tribulations of Lamborghini ownership.
Old Lamborghini ownership.
Old Lamborghini ownership.
Yeah, but let's put it into perspective real quick. What would be worse? A computer going out in a brand new Aventador.
I don't know. Probably that.
Yeah, exactly.
What's funny is Tony has done like everything perfect. There's nothing against Tony. He's been great. And he's Eastern European. He's like, I called my friend in Venice. I was like, you did? He's like, and his friend, he was at his house. He just so happened to have a 92 Diablo in his garage.
Oh, my God.
And he did the head gaskets himself at some point in time, but he knew exactly where every hose went for us to make sure, to be able to test if the water pump is actually working. So Tony called me excited last night to tell me that.
Was that test done?
Not today, because he was very busy. He's probably actually doing it right now because he has literally 80 cars in the service bay.
Good.
And I'm the one asshole that has the car that can't be finished.
Hey, work on my Diablo.
Yeah. I was like, well, the good news is when you do know how to work on my car, you're going to be like the Diablo guy. And he's like, please don't give anybody else my number.
Look, I'm telling you, I think we talked about it last episode. Let's just put a really nice 2JZ in there.
Yeah, Lamont's all in favor of that.
We'll never have to worry about this again.
Never. That's true. Yeah.
And then you'll have a turbo.
But then it wouldn't sound as good.
We can make it sound good.
I just call it a Lamborghini now. What we're going to do is cut some holes out of the floorboards and Flintstone it around everywhere. If we take the engine out, we'll save like 700 pounds. We can totally Flintstone.
We'll just tow it. Is mayonnaise a Lamborghini? Yes, it is. We could tow it behind the Delica.
Yeah.
Why not?
Fine.
I mean,
it's got torque.
You can sit in it. We'll shoot videos. No one will ever know.
Anyway, so that's pretty much what's going on, Diablo. Hopefully we know soon. We used the Napa head gasket tester. And, of course, I called a mechanic, and I'm not going to say where. And they're like, well, that could be bad. And I'm like, then what's the point of the test? If that could be bad, you know, like, what is it, a 0.5% failure rate out of 100? Like, come on now.
Elliot's still got his spare GTE. He'll donate that to the cause.
No, I'm taking Joe's motor for free. Which is, speaking of the Delica, we realized that in wet weather, the mud terrains are basically slicks.
Yeah.
And I realized the first time when it was dry completely and we were leaving a roundabout and it was sprinklered onto one part of the road.
Oh, no.
And I just floored it because I always floor it like in every gear because it's slow. And then it was literally in third gear and the turbo, hit, which is it doesn't hit in that car, but it had actual power. And it drifted sideways. And it did a good job of drifting. And Layla panicked.
Such a short wheelbase.
It just went... Like, it went real fast, and I caught it, but I was like, why is this car sideways, and why am I counter-steering?
Because you have no contact.
Yeah. And then we actually drove it in the rain, and someone, stopped, a little quick, and then I was actually having to pump the brakes because it was locking up every time, and I just went around it.
Ridiculous.
John, we probably could make more money if we just parted the car out and made furniture out of it. That's what he just said. Break the car down and make enthusiast furniture.
All right. So I was thinking about this earlier in regards to the bar, Rad Bar. I was going to hang like an arcade cabinet from the ceiling as a piece of art. Let's just gut the Diablo and hang the body from the ceiling.
The deck lid's already off, and that's dope. And the spoiler, so you can already got dope stuff.
Perfect. Let's just take the body off the car, mount it to the roof of the shed.
So, it's days like today. I kind of miss my new cars, but then I don't because they're boring. So, they're not exciting.
You know? I mean, Derek has a good point. It's pretty cold right now. We could probably drive it around.
Yeah, we could probably get 10 miles. Maybe. I was just going to drive it with all the bleeders and the radiator cap off, or the expansion cap, and just let it bleed out the whole time. Yeah. Would that work?
John, Rad Bar is in Fort Walton Beach, Florida. So it's down here. It should be rad. I don't really know what else to say. I'm kind of burned out on it at this point.
I've been helping Joe with said Rad Bar. And by helping, I mean I kind of walk around and I'm like, hey, what do you need?
He's like, move this.
Layla's actually pretty good at helping people.
Blake almost broke his ankle the other night.
I stepped in
I dug a hole to install a floor
drain hole after it was dug out.
And he screamed. It was great.
And
I laughed.
Then after that, we went to Home Depot, and the guy proceeded to tell us that we only had 2 minutes to leave.
Look, the guy sees me walking around with a bunch of pipes in my hands, and I'm like, hey, man, I just need pipe glue. He's like, buddy, we close in 2 minutes. Why is that any reason to not tell me where pipe glue is?
So that actually means he had 2 minutes to actually work, okay?
Ridiculous.
Yeah. Stupid. See, corporate world doesn't understand entrepreneur world. And I'm not trying to be mean about it, but it's just two different worlds.
I'm just like, look, man, I want to get my establishment open. I need literally some glue.
I need to make money. I'm not making any money right now. Like, this is what has to happen. I will stay up 24 hours a day to get things done.
That's literally what I do. I live in a bar.
You know? Clinton, I'm also here for the scuba. Well, I can't believe Clinton is watching this.
I know, this is weird.
Sam, we're not going to repeat with
it. But we agree.
Mm-hmm.
So, count over here.
But yeah, that's what's been going on.
You know what's really Y2K approved that I just reminded myself of as soon as I got onto Facebook?
What?
Disney Plus came out today.
Oh, God.
And it has all the 90s cartoons.
Is Lizzie McGuire on it?
Yes, I think so. It's got X-Men, Gargoyles, DuckTales, Chippendales Rescue Rangers.
Okay, DuckTales is dope.
Darkwing Duck. But Brink is on it.
Of course Brink's on it.
Because why wouldn't it be?
Team Pup and Suds.
I love Team Pup and Suds.
Yeah, dope.
Are you a Soul Skater?
You know what one of the best ones, but it was 2000s, I think, was Johnny Tsunami.
No, that was earlier. That was right after Brink, I think.
The Skis and the Urchins? Is that what it was?
Something like that. Squids, maybe? Squids
and Skis and Urchins. Or Skies. Something like that.
Something very Disney.
Yeah. Well, I guess we can attempt to go on Bring a Trailer.
That's awesome, Devin.
We were testing out our share screen for the first time.
All right, we're going to see what's going to happen, because we're not going to be able to see ourselves on screen while we do this, just due to technical difficulties that I have not ironed out. But we're going to show you Bring a Trailer, which is what Blake and I go on every single
and we send links.
day.
Joe, I saw your status about oh, now John's getting Disney Plus.
John, if you have Verizon, log into Verizon, you get a year free of Disney Plus.
Wait, can we talk about the screenshot you sent me about the person saying they had to subscribe to all these different channels, and you're like,
okay,
and then your reply.
So everybody complained about cable, right? Because you're paying for all this stuff, but you don't need it. And they're like, oh, I pay $100 a month for cable, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
I agree.
So now all these different companies were like, okay, well, if you want our content, subscribe to our streaming service. It's all a la carte. It's great. If I want Netflix, I get Netflix. If I want Disney,
your own cable.
Exactly. But now people are like, hey, can we just have a combined service for all this? Guess what, guys? That's called cable.
Pizza.
Just subscribe to cable at that point.
Yeah.
You can't complain about it if they gave you what you wanted.
I agree.
It's like ordering a Big Mac, getting a Big Mac, and then being like, the Big Mac's too big.
Correct. They had the Big Mac Grand written there.
I've seen that.
Sometimes they have like buy a Big Mac get one for free. Like
yeah, they do.
Big Macs. Also, I saw the McRib is back.
So
I've never actually eaten.
I was at McDonald's the other day. I may or may not have been hungover, and I was getting some food for the shop, and I saw the McRib on the menu. And I've never had the McRib because I'm like, it can't be good. But people go crazy about it.
McRib is back.
I feel like we should try the McRib.
We're gonna try it on here.
Why does every show that I do turn into a food show?
I don't know. And also, for the first time, I had the Popeyes chicken sandwich, and I didn't have to wait in line. And the spicy one is pretty good. Not gonna say it's worth waiting in line for an hour. It was a pretty good sandwich.
I think I wouldn't wait an hour. I think it's the best fast food chicken sandwich out there.
I don't know. Chick-fil-A has a different taste because of the peanut oil.
That's fair.
It's kind of an uncomparable, thing.
My whole thing is Chick-fil-A is like Starbucks, right?
Yeah.
I go in there and I know what I'm going to get. It's standardized. It's not necessarily that flavorful. It's just, it is what it is. Mm-hmm. If I want like a good chicken sandwich, I'll go get the Popeyes one. Because I'm like, oh. If I'm just hungry and I want something that's like middle of the road, I know I'm going to like it, then Chick-fil-A.
By the way, I apologize if my eating is loud and it sounds like a camel.
That's why I wasn't going to eat on camera. Yeah. All right, let's go to Bring a Trailer. So we really, really like Bring a Trailer, and that's a site where you can shop for cars, auction style. Yeah, McRib stands for My Chemical Romance is back. Fantastic. You're going to see our software for a second. So you're going to see like quadruple us. It's going to be awesome.
You're going to see the key to the future.
So we can't see ourselves, but you can see us.
Nice.
And you can see our thingy.
Now, it's important how you approach this page, right?
Okay, can I tell you my approach?
Yeah, you tell me yours, I'm going to tell you mine.
Okay. So, if I just want to see stuff I've already looked at, I sort by ending soonest, but I do this. Okay. But my biggest thing is ending latest because I want to see everything that's new.
Yeah, that's what I do, but I do it a different way.
Okay.
So what I actually do is kind of like archaic, but if you do ending latest and then click on a car, it will actually bring you back to the soonest every time.
Yeah.
Which is highly annoying.
Yes.
So I actually scroll all the way down. My finger gets sore because it's like 250 cars, and then I go to the bottom and start my way up to the top.
Why wouldn't you just do this? Why wouldn't you do the list?
I hate the
right?
list.
Hold on.
See, I don't like that.
I like the list because I can see more. Do ending latest, and then right-click it, open it in a new tab. Boom, you got it there, and you're still sorted.
That's too much work for me. I'm not smart enough for this kind
It's less scrolling and one more click.
Anyways. I do love to. We both can agree on that we like to see what the newest cars are because I've already seen the older cars.
We look at this literally every day.
And some days it's disappointing because it's only like 5 new cars. But some days it's like 30 new cars. You know.
Tell them what Bring a Trailer is. Then.
So Bring a Trailer is crack. I'm just kidding. It pretty much is. So it is an online auction site that specializes in like rare and unique kind of cars, or like 80s, 90s, 2000s stuff, and you can literally just go on here and bid on things, and they only charge a 5% commission, which is way less than like Mecum or RM or any of those people would charge, or like what's the other one, Gooding. Those are like 10 to 13%. And I know a little thing about auctions because we used to do real estate auctions in my family.
Real quick, John, that comment you made about Popeyes, that actually almost happened to me the other night. Not even joking.
Yeah. So that's what it is. It's really cool. And if you sell a car, I sound like I work for Bring a Trailer. It's only like, I think it's like $49 or $99 now. And then you just list your car and there's like thousands of people every day that view it. And but for a car person who likes weird stuff or just like, cars they remember as a kid, it's like the most amazing thing in the world. And it really helps you learn values on cars so you don't like buy it, at a wrong price or whatever as well.
Kind of like eBay sold listing. So like if you're going to go sell an item or buy an item and you're trying to get the current market price of that, if you go to eBay and you filter the listings by sold listings, you can kind of tell where the market sits. Right. So if they're paying like $10, or you see a bunch of sold listings for $10 for these dog plates that we're eating pizza off of right now, then you know you're probably going to pay around $10.
Mm-hmm. And there's sometimes you can get a steal on here because people are just asleep at the wheel. You know,
It's true.
like the RSX I bought for $13,000 for 4,000 miles on.
Does it cost just to list or only if you sell?
Just to list. Well, just to list. So it's a great deal, and they even have like new services now where they'll actually come and take the pictures and do everything for you. You don't have to do anything. That's like $350, but if you have a nicer car, it's kind of worth it.
I can see that.
So it's basically the greatest thing in the world. It's like a newspaper classifieds that's live, and there's also people commenting, and it's hilarious to watch some people's comments, especially like DeLoreans and stuff get posted.
Yeah.
You'd think they would get over like saying "Great Scott" or like "Where's the flux capacitor," but it happens every time.
No, never fails.
Then there's also people who blow things very much out of proportion,
996 IMS bearings.
and they're like, "Where's the VIN tag on this fender?" And it's like on there, but it's faded. I mean, it's like it's crazy stuff. Like people
Freaking matching numbers.
Yeah, matching numbers. That's another discussion. So, anyways, let's go ahead and just scroll through with the audience, and we'll just kind of browse over some of the ones that we like. And I already see
I
like
mine.
a lot.
Mine's right there at the top.
Yeah.
Not the RS America.
No.
This sweet Audi TT.
Audi TT 6-speed.
So there was one of these in my apartment parking lot yesterday, and Sam was like, "What is that? It looks terrible." But it was seafoam green.
TT.
Yep.
Perfect. Love it.
Now this thing is awesome. It's all-wheel drive.
Is this the Quattro bigger turbo?
Actually, this one might not be. Yeah, it is all-wheel drive.
But was it both 1.8s with a smaller and bigger turbo? Was that all the difference was? Or was it a 1.8 and a 2.0?
I think later they had a 2.0.
All I know is one was like 180 horsepower, one was 225.
That was probably when it went from the AE dub. Volkswagen guys, don't kill me over this. I think it's like AWE motor versus the whatever, I don't know, ABT motor.
I just know that one was a lot faster. And I actually got to test drive a navy blue on navy blue interior when I was like 16 or
awesome.
15 years old, and it felt real fast because I was only 15.
I mean, it's a quick car.
Yeah.
And it looks good.
But that's a good looking car. Those don't
It's
look
like a fast
factory wheels.
Those are BBSs, I think.
I don't know if those are BBS. Go down, scroll down. See, this is what I did. I'm very curious about this now.
Interior sweet.
Yeah. Dope. Looks like it has a little bit of an upgrade. Oh, 225. Okay, so it was just different turbo sizes. And scroll down. Oh, it's only a 2-owner. Look at that.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
I can't tell if these wheels are factory or not.
Tell you right now.
Yep, factory. It's got the center cap.
That doesn't mean anything.
I think that was an option, though. So, TT, a great example.
Sam said it looks like a
It
war.
doesn't. It was like the poor man's 911. It's dope. And my uncle Todd, I convinced him to buy one, but he had this front-wheel drive 180 horse.
No, you have to get the all-wheel drive.
But that's also the same uncle that I didn't get to tell the story about that had the LeBaron.
Freaking LeBaron.
And my brother at the time got a 97 Honda Civic DX automatic with 106 ponies. And I told Robbie after looking up at the car magazine statistics that it should beat the LeBaron. And they lined up at the light, but Robbie, see, he probably would have won, but you know what he decided to do? Because he didn't know. He put it in second on the transmission.
Come on.
So it actually started in second, and he lost.
To a LeBaron.
Yeah, to a LeBaron. Convertible, top down, Hunter Green on tan LeBaron.
Next time I see Robbie,
Yeah.
we're talking about this.
And then Robbie actually yelled at me because he said that I told him he was going to win, and then he didn't. He was very upset with me because I'm in charge of who wins and who loses. It was great. Oh, the E320 cap, not that great. No. Okay, we're scrolling again. Oh, CRX SI 5-speed.
It's overpriced already.
Yeah, those are getting a little out of touch. Keep going down. Scrolling. Elise, yeah.
Can we talk about this?
We can't talk about 80s.
We can. We can talk about whatever we want.
That's an NA, which is crap. No NA 9.4 is allowed.
I just want to point this out, though.
Oh, I see.
Manual 535i.
That's actually pretty cool. And that's got the N55 though, I think, which is
Yeah, that would be an N55.
Yep. Ooh.
Elise. Nice.
Yeah, now we're talking.
Oh,
996 turbo.
Actually, I'd rather click that. I'm gonna click this.
Click both. Now this is
a couple tabs loaded up.
This is a 19,000 mile 996 turbo, aka
the greatest Porsche
one of the greatest
in the
Porsches
world
ever made, based on 959 chassis architecture. And guess what else? You want to know something about 996 interiors that I recently learned?
What's that?
Porsche wanted to put the 996 interior actually in the 993 when it came out, but they couldn't afford to do it. So people who are air-cooled fanatics need to know that their car almost had a 996 interior.
Weren't the headlights on the GT1 as well?
996.
Yeah.
Isn't that one of the great? Yep, pretty much the greatest Porsche ever made. This is just a silver.
People really don't like these headlights.
They don't.
Because Porsche's known for that round, kind of like angled headlight. I've heard people refer to these as like runny eggs.
Yep.
However, I really enjoy them.
It's great.
This is like the iconic car. This was on the cover of Need for Speed, Porsche Unleashed.
And silver technically could be argued to be the most classic 996 color, but I prefer the speed yellow or red.
Speed yellow is good. Yeah. I think red's good. I really like the dark green color with tan interior.
I like the NA1 I had.
Yeah. Yep. It's a good
now,
color.
One of the issues here is it doesn't have the sports seats, which is a very rare option. Okay, but you can put the Recaro Sportsters in that I put in my 996, and you're off to the races. Okay.
I mean,
it's got the blue leather interior.
Terrible.
Love that.
At least that one got rid of the egg yolk headlights.
It doesn't have carbon fiber trim, which sucks in that car because it gets faded and then it cracks.
Yep. So this car,
19,000 miles.
The engine's in the trunk.
Yep.
415 horsepower, 400 foot-pounds of torque.
413,
This thing, back in the day,
it was like 39 to 60.
This was awesome.
Yeah, it's very fast.
Was this not also the same car that they stole at the beginning of Gone in 60 Seconds?
No, that was actually an NA 996.
But it was still a 996.
Correct.
So, you could own this car that is currently at $22,000.
Yeah, 7 days ago. So it's, I'm going to say 50-ish.
I'm going to say 45.
Mileage, so you have to keep that in mind.
19,000.
Yeah, 50-ish for sure. These things, the cat's kind of out of the bag on them by now, for those who haven't paid attention.
Remember when we used to see these things for
They were 35.
Yeah. Like, this one might hit 55.
Also, 996's Mesger motor, which is a derivative of the GT1 engine that won
Makes sense.
Le Mans. So, underneath of it is amazing. Okay, so we can move on.
We're going to jump straight over to this guy.
Now, I prefer the AP1. I prefer the AP1.
I don't care which one it is. This is the right color.
I don't know if I like the blue color.
You don't like
I don't know if I like
this color?
I like yellow.
I mean, yellow is good.
It's in Utah, Salt Lake, so but they have snow there. Might have a little bit of salt problem.
It's at $8,600, 20,000 miles.
Look at that spoiler option.
I know.
Someone really went all out when they built this.
But they didn't get the CR. Why didn't they get the CR?
Well, those are very rare, Joe. One of those just sold for like 70 or 80 grand.
I know. Stupid.
That is crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
This thing's beautiful.
Now, the problem I have with the AP2 is because stupid Americans wanted more torque in a 4-cylinder without a turbo, which isn't going to happen. They bored it out to 2.2, and then only revved to 8 instead of 9, which is stupid.
It revved to like 8,600.
The whole point of an S2000 is to rev to 9,000. That was the whole point when it came out.
Will says, man. However, Will used to have a very fast turbo S2000.
John brought up the fact that Uncle Todd's wife, Aunt Sherry, the guy that had the TT and LeBaron, had a Beetle turbo and the cream, like, robin's egg blue color. And we definitely thrashed it around Emerald Bay. And
it's a good place to do it.
Definitely got chased by someone older than us. And then my brother almost fought the guy because he was trying to come in after us.
Sounds all right.
Good times.
But yeah, the first generation S2000 revs to 9K.
Does.
It's got
better.
I mean, it's just a good car.
But AP2 can do Honda, okay? And then you can tune it, and it's actually geared like short. It's pretty fast. So
I want one bad. Going down the line here. What do you think that's gonna go for? Just
15.
You think it's gonna be 15?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say 12.
My dad had one of these when I was in high school. Tacoma. Manual 4-wheel drive, but it was extended cab.
That's what I was thinking, Will. He said AP1 motors burn oil horribly, though if you get a standalone, you can use the AP2 red line up to... Oh.
That's good to know. That's great to know. That's
Okay,
what Rev denied.
that changes everything.
But didn't they also soften the suspension on the AP2? Which can be rectified with aftermarket
That's
suspension.
easy to... What is...
No. We're still... Oop, 928 GT.
Hold on.
Someone...
Devin says, I got chased through a mall parking lot in my LeBaron. That's because my friend was randomly flicking him off. I lost.
That sounds a lot like when the DeLorean outruns the terrorists in the parking lot of the mall.
Devin, were you running from terrorists?
928 GT, current bid 928.
Somebody bid 928 on it. That's brilliant.
Yep. Oh, no. Okay.
Oh, man.
Carrera Cup wheels. The kind of hipsterish blue.
Where's our buddy Paul at?
Oh, it's a manual.
Oh,
It's in Canada, which means it's going to go for cheap, but you're going to have to get it shipped over. Oh, I like that car a lot. 928.
I agree. Well, drive-by-wire sucks.
928, car of Scarface and Weird Science. Two important movies.
Check what that is.
Yep.
Freaking awesome.
Oh, yeah.
So these headlights, for the people that don't know,
Incredible.
flip up, and they're like canisters that come out of the body. It's pretty awesome. I wonder if there's a picture with them up.
Oh,
No.
keep going.
Did he not post a picture of the headlights
You know
up?
everyone's going to be like, did the headlights go up?
Of course they
That's
are.
the question.
You should have just posted a picture with the headlights up.
Anyways, those things are dope. I really like the early ones, but the 90 ones are like the better, faster ones.
What I like about these cars is the back. It's not like super low slung like some of the Porsches,
All right.
but it has a good slope to it, and I don't know, it looks what I would imagine a
It's like
sport
the
car would
Panamera
look like.
1990 if it had two doors.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, 87.
Yeah.
Oop, S54 MQ.
Okay, I saw one of these for sale the other day with salvage title for like $4,000.
Such a good car.
No, it wasn't the coupe. It was the I'm sorry,
Roadster?
Z3M. Yeah,
I like the Z3.
I know.
Especially the seafoam green color. See, there's a theme here. Seafoam green. Now, you can get a non-S54 version of this for like half the price. Like
But-
25, but it's your motor basically.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's not fast.
There is a way to rectify that though.
Yeah. What, put 2JZ?
Yep, just do what I did. Call up Drift HQ. Have them ship you some motor mounts.
This one is white. Now this car, how many miles? 7,000. This might be this is a $100,000 car or more, actually, because it's S54 E46 M3 engine. Look, one of 687 imported. Wow, that is really awesome.
This is going to go super high. I think it's
What's
going to
the
break
interior?
80.
If the interior was red, it would be the perfect car.
Yeah, I mean, I prefer the dark red on the clown shoes,
Yes.
but
Or
I mean,
Restoral blue.
Yeah, that's a good color. This is a good car. This is a really good car.
A really good car.
A lot of people think these are ugly, and I think I did too when I was younger, and then they grew on me, and I was like, man, that thing looks awesome. Like, look at this.
I've always liked it. It's literally a shoe.
They just took the Roadster and
Yep.
added freaking roof to it.
Okay.
Good job, BMW.
Continuing on. Oh, nope. No, original owner M3. E92. Hold on.
Nope. Not
Supra.
looking at it. Do we even need to
We
talk
don't need
about
to click
them?
on the Supra because we're trying to talk about cars.
Look, this
people
car
on-
right here, it's 44,000 miles. It's a 94 twin turbo. If it's an original twin turbo,
100
which
grand.
I imagine it is by the listing, it's probably going to pop 97,000
Yep.
all day. It's just what they do. It's stupid.
Or 928s.
I've already
Audi S4 Avant.
No, terrible car.
Joe hates pretty much all Audis.
Yep, I'm done.
Spec Miata race car. That's something I can get behind.
Yeah, I like it. We're going to open that one up.
Pretty dope. I don't know a lot about Miatas.
So this one's got a standalone, it looks like, Motec.
Yep.
Well, it has a Motec dash. I don't know if it's actually running. I'm sure it's running on Motec. Yeah, okay, yeah. So 1.8 liter. This thing could probably win some track days. Not going to lie. I mean, it's not going to be fast on the street.
It's good to learn.
But if you want a go-kart that can do anything. What do they say? Miata's always the answer. That's what it stands for.
That's what they say. I'm just not a Miata guy, but maybe I need to drive one fast.
I think that if we had a track close by and we wanted something cheap to beat on,
I did
it would be
see
the car.
in the parking lot recently a Targa one, but it was lowered on BBS wheels and it was really, really nice.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it looked really good. That's one of the few new cars that looks pretty good. New Miata.
think the new ones are a little heavy. This is like, I don't know what this is going to go for. I can't even judge. Usually me and Blake are pretty good at calling the numbers.
It's already $13,000 with a week to go.
This one might go for like 25.
25, 30. Race cars are expensive, man.
Yeah, I just don't know what the market is for like a Miata race car. I mean, they're probably high demand, but they're also high volume.
Yeah, there's probably a bunch of them out there. See, that's an SL 3000 GT. So, man, Joe's favorite car is VR4.
It is.
So we're not even gonna look at that.
I mean,
an LT1 powered Vega.
Cool.
Oh, a 3. 83 RX-7.
No, I don't like the Gen 1.
It's an NAZ32.
Look, they didn't even put it in the title because they don't have to.
The question is always, is it turbo?
What they're going to do is they're going to get 1 million people to click it.
Oh my god!
And no one's going to buy it.
Stupid.
It is stupid. Let's see here. I want that
V8 powered Mazda Miata. ZR1. Oh wait, Z8.
Hold on.
Oh my.
We got to talk about the James Bond car.
Oh, the Z8.
So
these cars used to be cheap.
Well,
cheap.
The second model was cheap. The crappy one.
The Alpina?
Yeah, the Alpina sucked.
Why would they put an automatic in it and make it less horsepower? I never understood the Alpina.
Because the Alpina was all about the luxury and everything else, and it was supposed to be like a pinnacle of engineering, right? And in that era, that's when everybody was like, no, automatic is the way to go.
Stupid.
But it was before PDK and all the good stuff. So that's what you end up with. This one's manual.
Yeah, only the Alpina is automatic.
I think they had an automatic option in the non-Alpinas as well. I could be wrong, but I was reading about them the other day.
Yeah, maybe.
I can't remember.
And for those of you that don't know really what this is, it's a super dope body, but it is a E39 M5 drivetrain.
Yeah,
which is one of the best drivetrains BMW ever made.
Man,
Amazing.
this car, it was...
The interior, look at the interior!
The interior is awesome. It was very modern for its time.
It was in James Bond, right?
It was. I think it was in...
Like the last, probably one with Pierce Brosnan.
I think it was in The World Is Not Enough.
Mm-hmm. Alright, that's my last piece of pizza that way. I'm not annoying.
Good. I want to eat pizza now. Put a piece on my plate. Should we talk about the ZR1?
We should. Because I love the ZR1.
See a better car right there.
No. When I was a kid...
Scroll and talk.
When I was a kid, as far as Corvettes went, the ZR1 was incredible. Had a Lotus engineered motor, which is super awesome.
Had Crossfire, which was terrible.
Crossfire.
Terrible.
This car actually didn't have push rods either. It had overhead like cams and everything, valves and everything. Like Corvette really went off of their traditional stuff, because even the C8 is push rod now. So these cars I think are kind of undervalued. I'm not sure how many they made, but it was a very, very like nostalgic car. And also the Grand Sport, which was blue with white stripes, not this motor, also really, really cool. So if you like Corvettes, I like the C4. I like the C4. So I'm gonna close that out. That's a good car. Good cheap car. Probably like 20 grand.
V70R 6-speed.
He said, "Oh, wagon."
This thing is awesome.
Ooh, and it's okay. So this is a V70R 6-speed Volvo station wagon. One time, my buddy had a G35 coupe, and we got walked out by an S60R, which I'm assuming that's pretty much the same drivetrain.
They are.
But this is a manual, and who doesn't like a turbo Volvo wagon? It's all-wheel drive, and it's got the dope, like cinnamon interior. I like it a lot. And the shifter on these was so awesome, just like aluminum, and you couldn't see gates or anything. These things are like freaking cool.
That car.
What in the hell
incredible.
did he do to this thing?
I think he rebuilt it.
Oh my god, look at all these. There's a lot of parts on here.
Oh, he swapped it to be a manual, I think.
Oh yeah, he did. He swapped it to a manual. Oh, it's got a bigger turbocharger, 72 millimeter. Okay, well that's obviously very fast, so I like that car a lot. Now, what just happened?
Oh, you really messed it up.
Uh-oh.
You just didn't do my system.
Uh-oh. We're gonna have to start at the bottom. We're gonna do.
No, just go to the top.
No, is this ending? Yeah, this is how we do it.
No.
Yeah.
That's not how we're doing it.
Yeah, we're doing it like this.
Oh, I hate this way.
Yep, this is the way.
This is inefficient.
See, this is bigger pictures. for stupid people like me, who need big font and big pictures. So we're going to find a couple more cars here. How long have we been going? We've been going for a while.
Not very long.
Not very long?
Not very long.
Oh, it seems like a long time when you're up here. Yeah. Let's see.
I'm actually getting used to the weather.
Yeah.
So we should just move to Alaska.
Yeah. E30 M3, not super stoked on those. Cool, but 40th anniversary 996. Not going to click on it, but those are kind of cool because they had a turbo front bumper, and the prices are like 35 grand on these. So if you like 996s and you don't want to lose money, that might be a good car to buy. Okay, the Typhoon. These things, when they came out, were stupid fast. It was like 5.2 to 60.
Because there was this in the Cyclone, right?
Yeah, which is the truck.
Yep.
And the Typhoon. And our best friend Mike in Naples loves Cyclones, not Typhoons. Cyclones. Hoovie's Garage just bought a teal one. It's super awesome. 23,000 miles. What do these things even go for? Like, I don't even know.
I feel like I used to see them cheap.
I'm sure. Anyways, these things are amazing. It's like a Grand National, but it's a truck. 6-cylinder turbo. Super dope. Like that a lot.
Scroll down.
Oh, do we have?
Scroll down.
Nope.
Down.
Yep. So, continuing on. 500E.
Nope.
Honorable mention because Porsche built it. It's not really a Mercedes,
Stupid.
but it is. SL600. Not bad.
Oh, man.
92 VR4. And white.
You can't beat this car. You can't. This is the R35 GTR of its time. All-wheel drive, all-wheel steering, active aero, twin turbo, 6-cylinder, manual. Like,
This one's in good shape,
this is a beast.
65,000 miles. It's just getting started.
Oh, man. I don't know. Those transmissions, they only last about 10.
Yeah, we didn't like working on these very much. And I've
What's
said
more
that before.
reliable, a VR4 transmission or a 13B rotary?
Or a Diablo head gasket.
Oh, it's only at $9,000.
Someone bid 9,111, and there must be some kind of meaning for that I don't know about. But that is a pretty car. I like that car a lot.
That car's going to go for 15.
One of our friends had the privilege of having one of those brand new in high school. Oh, 34,000 mile FD Tour.
Oh, man.
Green on 10.
Automatic.
Wait, what?
Yep.
Okay. Fun fact about the autos, it was from the MPV.
The van.
Yep.
The minivan.
So right when it starts to make power, it shifts to the next gear and falls on its face. Fantastic. Actually, our same friend had an automatic one, too.
Quang's had a lot of these cars.
He has had a lot of these cars. Oh, now this is the one we need to talk about. Some say the V8 R8 is better than the V10. Joe?
Did we talk about this last episode?
No, we didn't.
All right. So, let's say you're in the market for a good-looking car. Yeah. Oh, I already see a knock against it. No carbon fins.
Yep.
But
okay, we can get just the car itself.
You look at this thing, it screams exotic, right? Yeah. Like, it's got the looks. The V8 makes what, like 400 horsepower?
425, so it's basically like an M3, but it's mid-engine. It's great. Revs to 8,000.
It's got a gated 6-speed transmission.
Oh, yeah.
And they are selling for under... I've seen them like as low 60? As like 60, 63, something like that.
And also a twin turbo then.
Exactly.
I think the V8 sounds better than the V10, and I might be in the minority.
I've seen a lot of V10s in my life.
Yep.
The V8's the car.
It's the car.
I mean, don't get me wrong. The V10's fast. The V10's fine. But the V10's $100,000.
Oh, they're like 120 now, I think. This is a great car for the money. It's like, are you going to get like a 911 Carrera, like a 09, or this? You're going to get that. Like, look at it.
Why would you buy a 997 over
like,
this?
With exhaust, it sounds incredible.
You just straight pipe this thing and it's good to go.
I love this car. I would love to own one. If I didn't have the M3, this is the car I would buy right now.
I used to not like them, and then like
they've grown.
I don't know. It made sense.
It's a great car. Is this the car that Wayne's World drove?
No,
or
they had a
Fiat.
They had a Gremlin.
No, but remember when he like Vanessa and he's like banging on the.
Oh yeah.
Something like this.
Maybe
something like that. What is the Ferrari 250 GT Shelton now? 04 M3.
Everybody knows.
We all know about these. Okay.
They're getting too expensive.
Yes, they are.
I saw one sell for like 25 the other day.
Well, didn't we see a Laguna Seca one sell for like 80 grand?
Yeah, what the hell was that? Come on, guys.
It's way too much. It's a good car.
I test drove one that was $13,000.
And missed second gear.
Whatever. We don't talk about that.
We can talk a little bit about 968s because I think they're cool.
I just don't see them a lot.
It's a 3-liter 4-cylinder.
Yeah.
Huge. How do they even make a 4-cylinder? The piston's got to be like this freaking big.
I kind of don't get it. Like
You supercharge it. That's what everybody does.
I would take the motor out.
Yeah, you can take the motor out. It looks good. It's a good looking car. Now hold on.
These are also going crazy.
This is this S54 from the factory. Well, it's not S54. It's a different code, but it's basically that motor. S50. So this is the Euro one, which has the dope seats with the multicolor.
Those are Vaders, right?
They are Vaders, but they're like the Technicolor. And it's got the sweet small airbag. I don't even know it has airbag in there. It's got the dope steering wheel. Revs to like 7,500? Yeah, something like that. Individual throttle bodies. This is like 313 horsepower. This is the car we should have got in America. We didn't get it.
I think this car would be fun to drive, but the one we should have gotten was the lightweight.
Oh,
which
yeah.
is the same drivetrain as that, but lighter. What?
This is
Guys,
scary.
Have you ever been in a tiny truck like this with it floored, chasing a tent down a runway?
Yeah.
Because I have.
Yep. Suzuki Carry, ladies and gentlemen. NSXs, not much to say about those. They're great cars. They drive great.
Well, go down. Let me look at the CHP real quick. What's this at? Hold on.
Joe has a 330i, but he likes the ZHP.
ZHP's where it's at.
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
They're grand.
Okay.
Yeah. R8 V10. I think that's a manual V10 convertible.
6-speed auto.
6 what?
Said it in the description.
Stupid. Never mind.
Now that's a good car.
Honorable mention, C506.
This car could probably outperform 90% of what we looked at today.
Remember when we raced Tony in that exact car?
Yeah, but we were cheating a little bit.
The M3 did one. Now, this is a car I like. I grew up in a square 92 Laredo.
I love these.
Now, this is a stick. Wow, dude.
My buddy just sold one of these before he moved to New York for like $800.
Oh my God. That was well.
It was for Rust. I tried to get Tony to buy it.
Now, this, of course, is in Oregon, which is hipster town, and they love their square Jeeps there. And look at this thing.
I love it. I love everything about it. I love everything about it.
Look, this is a good one.
This is like my childhood rolled into one vehicle.
The speedometer says 85. And got a great story where my dad actually drove one of these and traded it in on a brand new 911. And whenever we picked up the car from the radiator shop, they're like, yeah, everything on the car is good, but the coolant passages are completely screwed. So we aren't sure if you're going to make it or not.
Whatever. We're making it.
But how many people in the world have traded in a 92 Laredo Limited on a brand new 911?
I mean, probably not
200,000 miles.
John says he had one with 246,000 miles.
Wait, John had a square one? I don't remember.
Is this a 4-liter?
Oh, yeah. I like the earlier body style better, too. Like, I mean, they're all square, but, like, this spec is a very nice spec.
I think I like the 94 better because they moved to the black grille that had less slots.
You know what else I like? Is the Grand Cherokee, like, 94, 95.
I don't want to talk about this.
Limited with the gold mesh wheels.
You mean with the
purple
Orvis edition?
Or yeah, your mom has an Orvis edition.
Not anymore.
Wasting away.
Not anymore.
Wait, she got rid of it?
Yep. Like a week ago.
Oh.
I tried. It was too late.
John would have bought
What
that.
the? Is that a Datsun 2000?
Yep.
Oh my God.
Why do you like them?
Because it was like Datsun's answer to all the little British roadsters, like the MGs and
Probably didn't break.
Triumphs. I mean,
He's SR20.
it's actually not the greatest motor in it. I think it's like I don't know, 2000 cc motor.
They're cool cars.
They're tiny though.
560 SL. The only reason I like those is because my
You
dad
know the
had
Paris Hilton car?
My dad had one. Oh, the Bentley. Yes.
You can get those cheap now too.
Now.
Oh my God.
E55.
Now we're talking.
AMG first generation. This is a good.
I
Now this was
love
on the
this car.
cover of every car magazine doing burnouts.
Because that's all they did was burnouts. You remember the tow guy from Carabelle that had one?
Yes.
That thing was awesome.
This is such a good car. When these came out, I thought it was like the coolest thing ever. Look at the interior. I should have traded my S600 for this.
Oh, this thing is...
It was like this, the XJR, and the E39 M5. Like,
yeah,
those
all
were
the
the
time.
3 greatest sedans of all time. I love this car.
Dang it, I love
It
this
is
car.
such a good looking... Look at this thing. It's such a good looking car.
A buddy of mine had one that I shot a long time
That's the
ago.
money shot right there.
I hate the kick in the photo. Straighten your
There we
images,
go.
photographers.
There you go, Joe.
Now we're talking.
Anyways.
Where's that at? New Jersey.
Yep, which means it probably has some problems. Because anything from the Northeast, in my experience...
Got some salt.
Has a little salt. A little salt. Let's see. Oh, it's in Pennsylvania.
2 previous owners in New Jersey, though.
Yep. 330 GT Ferrari. That's interesting. 90, no. AMG GTS,
That's
Joe.
a good car. Good car.
For new cars, Joe likes
Yeah,
that.
if I'm going to buy a new car,
Now,
I go buy.
a 1988 Alltrack Celica. What is this?
What do you mean? It's beams powered. It's got the, what is that?
I only know about
guys,
the new one.
4AGE maybe, or is that a 3S motor?
That looks awesome. I love that. That is a great car. I've never even driven it, but I like that a lot.
Go back up real quick. I just need to know what motor's in it, because now it's like crushing my mind.
3S GTE MR2
Okay,
motor.
that's what I thought.
Continuing another FD
that
R1.
FD, that's a good one.
R1's a good car.
The front lip on that one's so good.
Well, turbocharged 325. Not bad.
That could be fun.
IX.
Remember that V8 one?
Oh, it's all-wheel drive with the turbo. That's pretty dope.
Huh.
I like that. That's a good car.
Okay.
Yep, that's cool. Continuing. That's actually kind of cool. Slick top, man. Well, that's a convertible. Slick top is a coupe, correct? Is that
Yes, it is.
A Brat. Yeah. Corrado.
I hate them. I hate them.
People love Corrados now.
I don't know. It's
They
like,
love 'em.
meh.
I had this exact car.
Yes.
I had this exact car.
It's the dang car right here. You could flat foot this car anywhere.
I realize it's
doesn't-
basically the Delica, but a sports car.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. It was a good car. 2002. Good car. Never
Probably
broke.
the best car Blake's ever owned.
It always started, no matter if it took like a minute to turn over. It would always start. And Joe and I got hit in that car in a parking lot.
Oh, yeah. Lil was in the back.
C43 AMG, a little V8 Mercedes.
Not bad.
Not well known. Not well known. The Pathfinder, you know? The car of everyone's youth.
Why is this at $3,700?
Look, Joe, it's a Pathfinder, okay? People loved it. When these came out, it was cool. It's got the red interior.
No, this wasn't
Manual.
cool.
Oh, wait, is this automatic? Manual.
This is terrible.
They were actually
This is awful.
really bad off
Look at this.
They were really bad.
Look at this thing. It's got a maroon steering wheel. I don't want maroon on maroon on maroon.
You find your path in the Pathfinder.
No, you don't. You find your path straight to the junkyard.
You know what's worse than a Pathfinder and a Suzuki Rodeo of the same vintage?
It's the same thing.
Oh, wait.
6,000 miles.
We need to talk about a 6,000 mile E92.
It's only at 25.
25 grand. I hate the interior.
I love the interior. The bamboo. It's so good.
Sometimes I want to drive my car when it was stock again just to see what it feels like.
Slow.
Yeah, but it probably had more induction noise because the supercharger kind of robbed it. No, this wasn't cool. Uh-oh.
It's red.
Red 996 with gold BBS and factory GT3 aero kit.
It's the perfect color combination.
And it's a 99, which means cable throttle body.
Yep, exactly.
Only gear. Cable throttle body.
Dang it.
It's a good looking car. 71,000 miles. Is it in Miami? Because it looks like it would be. Oh, it's in California.
So when are we going to get it?
BBS wheels, Ohlins, coilovers, all kinds of sport exhaust. Very nice.
Ohlins. Gosh, dang it, that car's good.
Good car. Okay, good car, people. 17 grand, if you can do it.
With 2 days left, why is this so cheap?
This is a good looking car.
Gosh, dang it.
Look at that.
This has got to be an R title or something. Like,
This is we need to go get this. Like, we should bid on this.
you guys want to watch us buy a car and bring a trailer?
Look how clean that is.
Hey, I had to break it to you.
Hey,
You're not fixing
a
a
little bit of scuffs
Diablo.
right there. Yeah, I could fix a Diablo or buy a 996.
Let's buy a 996.
All right.
We'll just look at the Diablo.
Yeah, it's better to look at. A Saline S281 convertible.
Oh, boy.
Now, Sir John Lamont just bought one of these vehicles. And do you remember Varsity Blues?
Of course.
The stripper teacher actually drove one of these. A white one. These were pretty awesome. I like these a lot. I like these. What was the sticker on this thing? 55 grand in 2000. Wow. I like that. It's a good car.
I want that 996.
Yes. SL500, honorable mention. Okay, honorable mention.
No, it's...
No.
Lightning.
Rear-wheel drive 911 turbo. Nice. Lightning, good.
Lightning, good car.
Good car. 997 turbo, also pretty good. Now,
hold your horses.
the GTR is soon being... there's a lot of them in the world now, okay? But an 09 low mileage GTR, you mark my words, R35 is going to be worth some money.
Why is it low mileage?
I don't know. They didn't drive it. Some old man bought it, never drove it. It's completely stock. This is a good car.
All right. So here's the deal.
Everyone's model.
2009 to 10. Yes, they had some transmission problems. Was that due to neglectful owners, problems at the factory?
Well,
Who
launch
knows?
control was supposed to get you out of the snow, apparently.
Yeah, well, who cares?
I'm like, what are you...
I think that if it hasn't had problems by now, you're probably decently solid. And guess what?
That's a
Thanks, aftermarket, because now parts are finally cheaper. I don't think it costs $40,000 for a transmission.
If I bought this thing, I would keep it stock.
Yeah, but I'd beat the crap out of it.
Yeah, you would beat the crap out of it. But, like, a stock GTR, I'm telling you, is going to be worth some serious money. Like, it's the next Supra. It is awesome.
I think that I would probably throw, like, some sort of titanium exhaust on it.
Some basic stuff. Light tune, exhaust.
Yeah.
Wheels.
Want like
Lower it.
650 to the wheels.
Keep all the
700.
original parts. Yeah, I was telling Joe about this. I was like, I kind of want an 09 R35 because I feel like everyone's starting to forget about them already.
Yeah, they are.
And I think that's a really good car.
Well, the other problem is they've gotten cheap enough to where a bunch of people are buying them up. It's like the Evo effect like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
You saw Evos everywhere.
Yeah.
Why? Why?
The Dr. Dre
Why?
360 Modena manual.
Okay. This car was like, if I flipped through Car and Driver or Motor Trend and I saw one of these, they were typically in yellow or red.
Yep.
I had to stop every time because it's like, what is this?
Yeah.
It was way different than the other Ferraris.
Yep.
It looked like the future.
Would you say it is? Because we were saying the 348 might be the 996, but maybe it's the Modena of Ferraris. Yeah.
I mean, 348's up there.
This is not universally hated as much as the 996.
I like how you still have the taillights that are reminiscent of the 355.
Yep.
But it's like more modern. It's probably more nimble.
Yep.
And it's got the clear headlights that are the housings are paint matched.
That's nice. I remember going to Ferrari Atlanta back when it was like a warehouse, and they had Countach's and Modenas. And I took my dad there hoping he would like be crazy and buy one. Didn't work out. I want to say John Williams was with me, but I can't remember. John, comment down.
Oh, it's got the good interior.
Yep.
Gosh dang it.
And the Ferraris have the best clicks in the gated transmission game.
Oh, absolutely.
And I know from experience, people.
This might be one of the best sounding cars stock out there, too.
Oh, we could listen to it if we wanted to. So, great car, black on tan. I approve. Y2K approved all the way. A Mitsubishi Minica? Not sure what that is.
That's kind of cool.
Not sure what that is.
It's a K car.
I think these are actually supposed to be pretty cool. 996 Ducati.
Meh. Not really into bikes.
Challenge
Okay.
Stradell. We know someone with one of these. This is like the race car Modena. For
People
the
are probably going to butcher us for our pronunciations on things, but you know
Stradale.
what? Sorry.
Reason I don't like this car, not manual. F1 transmission, slow and horrible.
I don't like the wheels.
TVR. Remember that one in Swordfish?
Yeah, but that wasn't this one.
Yeah.
This one was that one was like the 4 headlight one.
TVR is dope. I heard they're horribly unreliable.
They are horribly unreliable.
But I remember they sounded really good.
Are they French or Italian?
They're British.
Even worse.
Imagine if Range Rover made a sports car. Okay. It would be bad. 400e. Never seen that. Smaller
That's
V8.
weird.
Smaller V8. I'm going to kind of... We've covered a lot of cars. Another Corrado. The Mondial, honorable mention. I like the Mondial. Those are
I like that color combo.
348 wheels, which I don't agree with. Too big. Miata.
That X Siege is nice.
Meow. My car with 23,000 miles. Not bad. 91 NSX. We all know those are great. I don't like that car.
You don't like the Mark IIIs?
No, I don't like the Mark III Supra.
I like it. It's got a 7M GTE in it.
One owner DeLorean.
That's going to go crazy. What's that at right now?
25.
That's going to be a $50,000 car.
These cars are horrible.
Oh, of course they are.
I mean, by all means, horrible.
Is it manual?
Yeah. I wonder if the automatic's actually better. Because
it might be
so slow and bad. But this, look, original window sticker, $26,000. If anyone hasn't seen the movie Driven without DeLoreans, you should check it out.
Don't forget, today's the day the clock tower got struck.
That's right. Clock tower people. And we have officially covered full Bring a Trailer. So those are the cars you should be concerned with. Okay. Oh.
Why is this?
26,000
Wait, about to sell
with the KA? Oh man,
this is an all original. Okay. 93.
There's nothing about that car that's worth even 17 grand with that motor in.
Why is this at $17,000 with 16 hours to go?
Joe, there's some 240 guy out there that really wants to swap a clean one. Okay,
whatever. We're getting off Bring a Trailer.
Yep,
that's Bring a Trailer, guys.
That's Bring a Trailer, and this is us. You can see us again.
But okay. I can't get over the $17,000 S13.
That's way too much money for that car.
That car's going to go for like 20.
Have you ever driven a KA 240?
I don't know if I have.
It's a horrible engine.
Yeah, it's a truck motor.
It's a horrible. Nothing good about it. If it was a neat like a 180,
I mean,
like with the SR from the factory.
I guess it all depends on what your application for the car is. But like,
that's way too much.
Isn't that what they cost new? Like,
so you're telling me the numbers matching like KA 240 in years of time is
that's at the same price as the Red 996.
So stupid.
If anything ever sells for more than market value, just say that's accurate. Like, my mind's blown. I have nothing to say right now.
Stupid.
That Red 996 on BBS is
way better.
Dimitri is crying in Nissan tears.
I mean,
I'm offended.
I'm a little offended by the E46 and 3 prices as well, especially the $80,000 one. That was absurd.
Why are they so expensive? What happened?
What person made a lot of money that really liked that
remember
car?
that one we went and looked at that was like $7 grand?
Yeah,
Miramar Beach.
Oh yeah, the guy, the waiter.
Yeah,
the waiter. Yeah. Oh man, I don't know what to say about it.
I can't.
I mean,
I got no words.
Y2K for life.
I mean, it's great. Don't get me wrong. I love those cars.
Yeah.
But come on, people. Like, come on, freaking.
Aren't they 50 new? So that's a 30 grand more than new, and it's only a few years old.
What is in the mind of the person that bought that?
Don't know. I'd rather have an E92.
I hope if you bought that car,
Sklidden radiators.
Where
are all these
Todd?
cats coming from? Is this? Did you just reopen it?
I refreshed it, but
Okay.
Our comments on our side are.
You know what's the worst car? IROC Camaro.
Yeah, Todd. Todd's actually got a sweet one.
He does. He does.
I don't get it. Like, if you paid $80,000 for that car, I hope you love it. Like, there is a reason you did that, and I respect that.
And I hope the subframe isn't cracked and the rod bearings were done at the appropriate time.
You know, the rod bearings are fine.
Is that like IMS bearings?
It is.
Yeah. I changed mine on the M3 just to be safe because I was going supercharged. So that was fair.
I mean, whatever.
Todd sold it.
No, he didn't. Don't listen to him. He says that stuff all the time. What's up, Max?
Why are we getting double the comments each time?
I don't know.
Interesting. Everyone's comments are being squared.
They look like we're popular.
They're squared. Max, sup? Sup, yo. How's the truck coming along, Max? The Datsun truck.
Here's a Datsun truck?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's restoring it. Todd said he did for sure now.
Oh. Yeah, okay.
Bye, IROC.
Good riddance.
Yep.
Get a real car.
Yep.
Like another Genesis.
Todd, are you still being healthy and like
Only eating like 800 calories a day.
That sounded miserable.
Well, we're drinking beer and eating pizza.
I say that as I've worked out 2 days in a row. Yeah.
I want a Mark IV Supra.
The green one was the one. I rode in a green one that was right-hand drive. It's like the green guy.
Oh, that car
that was a good. We could probably pull up a picture of that. Titan Motorsports green Supra.
I don't even want to. You should have bought that car.
So we're gonna go ahead and go into rapid fire trivia.
Jeez, Max. Oh, I hate the trivia portion of the show.
To end the show, for those of you who have stuck around this long, we appreciate it.
Max, is it stock motor, or are you putting something else in there? Now I'm curious. See how he pulls out a very specific stack of cards to stump me?
So now we're going to get into the trivia for Joe. 5 questions for him and 5 questions for me. And go. How much horsepower does the Porsche Panamera 4S 2.9 liter turbo engine deliver? A, 384. B, 440. C, 354. D, 544. Twin turbo V6.
What were the first two options?
384 and 440.
384.
Meh.
Probably 440.
440.
Yeah. Damn it. Nice, Max. Is Max local?
Is Max? Yes, he is. Oh, he's got oh, wow. SR20.
Wait, is Full Lock doing it?
No, he's doing it himself.
Oh, are you? Awesome.
The Batmobile Tumbler from The Dark Knight featured an engine from which company? A, Lotus. B, Chevrolet. C, Mercedes. D, Ford.
Chevrolet.
Correct. Ding, 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 ding.
Because LS the world. I mean, that's...
Please don't say that.
It's true. I almost LS my car.
That. What is the fastest class in drag racing? Drag racing.
Drag racing?
That's how people drag. What's the fastest class in drag racing? Drag racing. We're wrestling and racing.
Race Hill, Praisdale.
A, Pro Modified.
I said yes.
Pro Comp. C, Pro Stock. Oh, Full Lock is doing it?
I think I've seen Ernest post some pictures of the fab work on it.
Or D, Top Fuel Dragster.
Top Fuel.
That was easy. Shouldn't have asked you that one. What did the H stand for in the Mustang Shelby GT350H? A, Hertz. B, Hard. C, Heaven. D, Hot. What did the H stand for in the Mustang Shelby GT350H?
So stupid.
A, Hertz. B, Hard. C, Heaven. D, Hot.
Hertz?
Yep. It was a Hertz Rental Racer.
It's so stupid.
Oh, Full Lock is doing it. Oh, dope. Joe knows Full Lock.
I do.
The Chevy Camaro was introduced to rival which car? A, Dodge Stealth. B, Pontiac GTO. C, Plymouth GTX. Or D, Ford Mustang.
Ford Mustang.
Great job. Joe was, did you get all right except for one?
I did.
That's going to be a tough act to follow.
I'm just going to grab from the center.
Okay. Hope everyone counted that.
Now we're getting like quadruple comments.
Yep.
It's pretty great.
Yep. Joe messed something up.
You've read all these, haven't you?
I haven't. I really haven't. Okay. Layla asked me like 20 of them. That's it.
How many radiators does a Bugatti Veyron have?
Oh, I already know that one. 10.
What car manufacturer has used the slogan "Never Neutral"? A, Ford. B, Cadillac. C, Dodge. Or D, Pontiac.
Never Neutral?
Never Neutral.
What were the manufacturers again?
A, Ford. B, Cadillac. C, Dodge. Or D, Pontiac.
Probably Pontiac.
Wrong. It was Dodge.
Oh, I was like, Pontiac's horrible, so that's probably why. Some of them are. Most of them are. The Aztec, for sure.
No, that's a great car.
With the camping package.
And the cooler in the center console.
I'm just kidding. Pontiacs aren't horrible, but a lot of them were.
In which country can you drive the garden route?
Garden?
A,
What
Canada.
country?
B, Ireland, C, Australia, or D, South Africa?
The garden route.
The garden route.
What was it? One more time.
Canada,
No.
Ireland, Australia,
Mm-hmm.
or South Africa?
What was it? Ireland.
Wrong. South Africa.
Damn it! I thought it was South.
I win this week.
Sounds very British.
It really does. Ireland's not Britain.
No, I'm saying it sounded British, but I was like, gardens.
In which U.S. state would you find Tesla's Gigafactory?
Nevada.
It's a gimme.
Thanks to my dad.
How many was that? Was that 4?
Yep.
A businessman turned down an offer of over £6 million in 2013 for which registration plate? It's A, AI, B, BMW M3, C, 2B, or D, FI.
I think it's 2B.
It's FI.
Oh, Layla told me that one before and I forgot it.
I win.
That's it.
Blake sucks.
Yeah, well, we had a great podcast.
It's pretty
According
good.
to myself and Jeff.
Do you guys like to watch us scroll through, bring
Yeah.
a trailer, and tell you random crap about cars?
Let us know if you enjoyed the Bring a Trailer segment. That's something me and Joe have been wanting to do for quite some time.
Also, everybody wish Blake a happy early birthday. His birthday's in 3 days.
Hey, Layla refuses to tell me what we're doing.
He's going to be like 40. We're not doing anything. I'm working on the bar.
Everyone keeps telling me we're not doing anything.
We're not. It's an insignificant
I had a
birthday.
very easy request. I'm going to read Joe's face when I say it.
Which is?
Told her to rent out the Suds at Cinema and put Back to the Future on
No.
and pay for
We
everything.
would have done that tonight, because tonight's Back to the Future night.
That's not
dingus.
Back to the Future night.
Yes, tonight's the night that the clock tower got struck with lightning.
Does that mean that they're playing it?
Yes.
Why are we not there?
Because we're doing a podcast.
Oh my god, I can't believe we're not there. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to follow us on iTunes, if that's your preferred method, you can do iTunes.
Yeah, audio version will be on iTunes either tomorrow or the next day. I have to rip the audio from this. Twitch, I know we didn't broadcast to you tonight, so the video won't be up there. I don't know what happened.
Oh, we didn't broadcast to Twitch?
I don't know what happened. It failed when we went to Twitch.
Horrible.
However,
Thanks,
you can
Matt.
always check us out on YouTube and Facebook. We'll get the issues ironed out,
Also,
and the shed will look better.
Google Play and something else.
Yeah, so if you want the audio version of the podcast, you can find us on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, and any other podcast aggregator there is. However, this video will remain on YouTube and Facebook.
Yes.
So, guys, we'll try and stay warm. Thanks, Max. The shed will look a little different the next time we're in here, maybe.
Not like an unfinished room.
I kind of like it. It's rustic,
It's
right?
very shed-like. Isn't this rustic modern?
What happens if it gets down to like 10 degrees?
I just
next
want to know
week?
who pays $70,000 for one of these sheds.
I don't
finishes it out. That kind of blows my mind.
I mean, we can finish this out in like a day.
Yep. Well, over and out.
All right, guys. Have a good week.